to show you is how to go through the whole installation of this turbo kit, because I wasn't able to really get any good footage of putting the turbo kit on there. I want to show you guys, now that I have it all on the car, kind of what it took, and what it all looks like with it together, just because when you're working on it, it's really hard to kind of get a good angle of the car, especially with the setup that's going on. So I'm going to take you through that. Alright, so we're going to start at the front of the car. Let me walk out front here. First thing we got on actually was the intercooler. It goes where the old crash bar mounts used to be, so you don't need those mounts anymore. It comes with its own mounting brackets, which will go where the old mounts used to be. From there, we will work our way back. We have our first cold side pipe, which right here you will see is the blow-off valve. That connects the vacuum tube up to the intake. What's going to be really hard to see here is where that piping goes. So what's really interesting about this kit, and maybe on other kits, I don't know, I haven't boosted any other Z's before, so is that once you make your way past the blow-off valve, the piping actually goes through the suspension components. So that's something that's kind of was a little bit difficult to get through, but with the right amount of adjustment, you know, it made it through. So we got through there. So the cold side piping actually sits up over the hot side and snakes its way back to where we will go look at the turbo, which is really what everybody wants to see. They kind of want to understand how that setup works, so we'll talk about it. Alright, we have a good look at the turbo here. Or no. See if I can balance this light. Alright, so there it is. Now, what you're going to see here is your turbo, hot side, cold side. And cold side, you know, connects to the piping I was just talking about. And this is an oil reservoir. So as the oil is pumped from the front of the car down into the turbo so that the bearings do not dry out and the turbo dries out, it then flushes down into here where there is a scavenge pump over here, and that takes the oil that's here and pushes it all the way back up the car. Other than that, that's it's pretty simple. Out over here is the wastegate, which is, you know, it's another simple assembly. There is a vacuum hose that goes from the compressor housing over here to the wastegate. And other than that, that is all there is to it. The hot side is just like a normal exhaust. So that's the majority of how it really works. It's not that difficult. It's just routing everything that kind of makes it hard. So enjoy that. That's a nice view. Yeah, that's a good view. Screenshot that. Somebody send that to me or put it on Facebook or something. By the way, if you haven't checked out the Facebook, it's at www.facebook.com/BradyBuilds. It's awesome. Go check it out. I kind of post some extra stuff in there that I don't think should go in the videos, but I ask questions in there, and then you guys can kind of participate in the builds. And if you're kind of watching this just after the video drops, you can help me decide on what the next build is, because I'm trying to figure out something to set up a little bit more of a winter build. So probably something all-wheel drive, not sure yet. There are a couple things I've got in mind, but I don't want to share them yet. So I'd love to hear your ideas on what you think I should do, and I hope to catch you there. So now let's go have a little chat. Alright guys, so we are getting ready to tune the car now. We have got our base map from admin. Alright, so right now we are going through the flashing process. It's pretty straightforward. The uprev system is really easy, so if you look right there, you'll see flash tune file. After you've plugged in and your ECU is registered, you hit flash tune file, you get your tune file, and you just upload it, and from there UpRev does the rest of the work. So it's going to sit here and program until it is all done. So that's kind of what's going on. Alright, so take number like 20 of this video, because interruptions keep happening. But so in that last clip you saw we were uploading the tune to the ECU, and we've run into another setback. Basically what happened is, while we were uploading the tune, our cable lost connection to our ECU, and because of that it bricked it. So what we're gonna have to do is send the ECU out to UpRev, where they will restore it, and I'm gonna get a new cable because with e-tuning and all the maps that are gonna be put on this car, and just all the tunes that are gonna be coming in as we refine the tune, I can't be running the chance of bricking another ECU and losing connection and stuff. So I'm getting a new cable. We're gonna get this ECU fixed. It's just it's more time, you know. It seems every step of the way with this build we've kind of run into a problem, and honestly I think that's the ugly reality of building cars like this. Like, this is a full overhaul of a car, and so this is just kind of what happens. It's really frustrating at first, but I think it's part of the game. Some people are really lucky with it and they don't really run into issues, but to say that you never run into issues with building a car is just, it's not gonna happen. You will run into setbacks with building these cars. This has definitely been the truest form of it. Almost every single step there has been a setback, and you know what, it's alright, and it's what happens. I should have saw it kind of coming a little bit more, but we're dealing with it as it comes, and I think we're slowly getting towards the end. Every time we take 2 steps forward, we get 1 step back, but forward progress is forward progress. So we're kind of running with it. So as for right now, in the rest of this video, what we're going to be doing is ripping the ECU out. So stick around, kind of see how that works, because you know, it's kind of hidden in there. So I'm going to show you how to get the ECU out real quick. We got her out. That was actually a little bit harder than anticipated, partially because I didn't know what I was doing, and partially because Nissan poorly designed this thing. But it's out. It is in the passenger side where a glove compartment would normally be. It's a little bit difficult to get out. There's already a couple of good how-tos, so I'm not going to make one. But it's out, and now we can ship this thing off to UpRev. Last things to really do to the car, other than tune, is just a couple little touch-up things. I still have to put a couple clamps on, tighten them down just to make sure everything fits. I am going to put the front of the car back on because there is no more work that I have to do that will get in the way. So I'm going to put that back on, which is going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be nice to see the car fully in one piece again. And my washer fluid reservoir, I'm going to find a way to modify it so that it still fits in there in its stock location, because it won't right now with the cold side piping going through there. So that's kind of what's coming up. It's been pretty sweet so far. I know there's the minor setback and everything, but honestly I'm not gonna complain. I could complain, but I'm not gonna complain. Just because we're so close at this point, and it's been really exciting. I've turned the car on a few times, and it's been really, really freaking awesome. And I'm starting to get a lot of support from all you guys. It's been great. So if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button. It helps me a lot. It really keeps me motivated. I've been kind of watching the numbers slowly climb. This is the beginning of the channel, so I'm really trying to have a pretty awesome build to kind of kick all this off. And I want to have you guys kind of steer the next set of builds. just because I think that would be really cool, being able to kind of work as a community to build something that we want. I thought that'd be pretty cool. So leave me ideas in the comments, or go check out the Facebook page that I mentioned a little earlier, and just leave me little notes. Feel free to post on the page or leave comments on what I post. Share it, and that's about all I got for you guys. So that's kind of what's coming up in the next episode. Let's hope we got this thing started and running, because I think we can get there. So we're going to do that in the next episode, and I'm going to put everything back on the car. So that's what's going on, guys. Reach out to me, let me know what you're thinking, let me know what you want to see, how I can improve on these videos. It really helps me a lot. I've done a lot more talking in this video just because not a whole lot has happened that I can record. So yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see in these videos, where I can improve, what you like to see more of, and I'll work on getting that, because I created this channel for you guys. Like, no matter what, I'm gonna build cars, but I want to show them because I want you guys to enjoy that, and I want to inspire you to start building your own dreams and spreading knowledge with people, because that's what matters to me. So let me know, guys. All right, we're gonna close this one out.